with 5-minute dungeons, since that's what we played the most of tonight. What do we think?
Overall, yeah, I like it. Frantic, fun, really good. Everyone's calling out like, oh, yep, shield, sword, It's a really good sort of party game style co-op game.
Yeah, it feels very cooperative in the best way, where you want your friends to win. You're trying desperately to help everyone win.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of co-op game that is actually a co-op game where, like, it involves all 4 players. It's not one of those co-op games where it's like, well, I know you're new, so I'm just gonna help give you suggestions. You do this, you do that, and it's or one of those co-op games that's super playable by yourself.
Sure.
Where you just play as every player.
Need the other players.
You don't need the other player. This one, you need a group.
This is aggressively engaging.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You have to be really participating in this game, which, like you're talking about some of those other co-op games, you can kind of sit back.
Yeah. Let somebody else do all the thinking.
I think that last round I had like a really good opening hand I didn't want to get rid of, so then I realized like everyone else was out of cards and I barely played any.
Right.
I was like, uh-oh. And I feel like the balance of the kinds of cards you have is strong. That could have been really bad, but yeah, everyone's got enough of everything to make it work most of the time.
The base game plays up to 5.
Okay.
The expansion adds the 6th.
Okay.
And then there's the 6 artifacts that come into play from the expansion that are just when you have less than 6, you include the artifact of whatever character you're not playing as. I see no reason to not include the expansion in future plays because it's a simple enough game that it doesn't take that much to explain.
That's not like me bringing the set of Killer Bunnies and having 8 expansions built.
Right? Yeah.
We're all.
Yeah, I like this game a lot.
It's very well designed.
A lot. I'm surprised because I think I looked and Board Game Geek has this one rated at like 7 out of 10.
That's good for Board Game Geek.
I guess it is, but this feels like a really solid game.
I'll say like a 7 on that site is very good, and 8 is like X.
Right, yeah.
Once you hit like 6 and below, then it's like, oh, it's okay, but 7 is very strong.
Yeah. But I would play this one.
It's early 2000s video game reviews. 9.5. Wow, they must have hated that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would play this one as with a group for a party. Like I might take this one with me for my Thanksgiving trip to play with my nephews or something.
And I would love to see how a 6-player game plays where everyone, all the colors are in play.
Yeah.
You just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a hand of 3. You have a bigger hand with less people, but once you get to 4, you're at the lowest. So adding that 5th and 6th player makes the game. You're adding
2 more for each of those people.
You're adding up potentially 6 more cards to have available to you at a time.
And
at the
the
table.
And 2 more doors.
The artifacts are up.
And yeah, that's right. And 2 more challenge cards for each player. That's right.
A game that reminds me of this, but it's more complicated. Have you ever heard of One Deck Dungeon?
I have heard of that one.
It's gamier though. It's like you're rolling dice and you're putting them on spots, but it's not real time. That's the main difference.
Right.
This is.
Yeah.
I like the real time nature of this, but if you're looking for a game that's also kind of a similar feel where you're like, oh, you got to match the requirements for each card, but it's a little more like, take your time and use abilities and stuff. That's also a good one.
But I think I'm definitely I'm looking forward to playing this one some more. That was fun.
I agree.
Hey there, my name's Kyle McCarlin. I'm a voice actor by trade. You may have heard me as one of these guys. But I'm here to talk to you now about one of my favorite hobbies, board games. I love them. If you like board games, you should check out The Board and Barrel every Sunday night at 7:30 Pacific on twitch.tv/Kyle McCarlin, where me and my buddies play board games. We also give you guys a chance to help us or hurt us, depending on how you feel, with our Buff and Nerf house rules. And we have virtual bingo cards you can fill out while you're watching the show. It's a good time. Hope to see you there.